Hey guys, Tom Chapman here, and the question today is, will my current insurance policy cover me for aviation? And we get this question quite a bit from pilots we talk to on a daily basis, and the answer to that question is maybe. The only way you're going to find out if your current insurance will cover you as a pilot is to actually call the insurance carrier and tell them your insurance policy and ask them if they cover you for aviation. It depends on how long you've had the policy and if you were a pilot when you got the policy in the first place. If you were not a private pilot when you got the policy and you started flying maybe 2 or 3 years after the fact, you should be covered, because usually after 2 years from starting the policy, they're not going to look back and start telling you can't do certain things. They can't predict in the future what people are going to do, so they can't restrict that coverage. Some companies will, though, put an aviation exclusion on there if you call them and tell them you're flying now. So they'll say, yeah, we'll keep the policy open, but we're not going to cover you if something happens when you're flying, which is a bad thing. You want to be covered when you're flying. So the best way to figure that out is to call the insurance company, be 100% honest with your aviation activities, and ask them if they cover you. The second thing you want to find out is how long you've had the policy and how much longer you have on the policy at the locked-in rate. If it's a 20-year term, your rate is locked in for 20 years. And if you've had it for 15, that means you're only locked in for 5 more years. And let's say you're in your 40s now, or in your 50s, or even in your 60s, those prices are going to skyrocket, even in your 40s. And you're not going to want to pay those rates after the price lock-in. I've seen rates go from a couple $100s a month to thousands of a month after that lock-in period. So even having those 5 years makes a big difference. I would go ahead and look at locking in a new insurance if you're getting towards the end of the policy. Now, if you have 10 years left, something like that, it might not be quite ready for it, but you might still want to consider it depending on your age and depending on the needs you have in your family and your current situation that you might want to cover beyond that 5 or 10 or 20-year period. So if you want to find out what a new life insurance policy looks like, we put a link down in the description with a questionnaire that you could fill out with your current flying profile and your current age. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and we'll get you a new quote to tell you what it would look like for a brand new policy. If you've never had a policy before and you want the same quote, it's the same questionnaire for the same quote. It'll just be a brand new policy for you. And of course, there's no obligation, but we'll let you know what those prices are, and we'll give you the details and how all that works. So fill that out, let us know. And in the meantime, fly safe, plan smart, and we'll see you next time.